Oh, 2017, you taught me so much. What's up, socials? Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you, just like a little chat about the life lessons that I learned in 2017. This was such an interesting year. I still want to talk about most of like the details in Best Year Ever 2017 with you, but let me tell you, I learned quite a bit about life and myself in this year. One of the first things I think I really learned that I think will be very helpful, not just in business, but in life, is that when people say they want something and your gut instinct tells you, yeah, I think they're telling the truth, you should really listen. I'm referring to Vlog Like a Boss, my book that came out earlier in the year. And because this industry, this world of media is so just busy and there's a lot of content that's coming out. Just because you write a book doesn't necessarily mean that people want it or people will read it. And so that's totally okay with me. Honestly, I did it for a specific reason, but it was really eye-opening to me that not only did I sort of prepare myself for that, but I was being prepared for the fact that it wasn't going to sell. I think a lot of people in the industry, just colleagues and people who are very good to me and very kind, had all, sort of came around and just like huddled and said, any advice we can offer, anything from our experience, we totally want to do that. And no big deal if the book is not like this huge success, because it's so instrumental in your career and your thought leadership, which is absolutely true. Feeling so much better where I'm at as a coach at Vlogmas Studios with that book because of how it's helping me get coaching clients on the right foot. Even at Aftermark, where we're working with clients, really showing them the Vlog Like a Boss mentality has been helpful for our work over there. And so it has helped tremendously in addition to a lot of other things. But the really fascinating thing is that my community, you, said, Amy, where's your book? Like, we want to buy your book. And because I knew that you truly meant it, like in my heart, I was like, I feel like this is a thing. Like, this is a real thing that people want. And so I really need to do this justice. Like, I'm not just going to put a book out and be like, hey, guys, I put a book out just so you know. Go buy it. It's available. I really, really spent a lot of time bringing you behind the curtain to show you, like, we did Vlab in January, all this stuff. I did as much as I could to do it justice because I knew you really wanted it. And so I wanted to give it that time of the day. And man, did I learn that was the right thing. That was the right gut instinct, because the book became a bestseller on Amazon. And you bought it. But here's the wild thing. You bought it and you read it. That's the crazy thing to me, because I'm like, I make videos for a living. People watch my videos. That's a very seamless process for the viewer. Like, press play, watch, yay, comment. To also sit down and read my book, which just means so much to me, for you to look at me and say, okay, she can vlog, but she probably can write too. I'm gonna take a chance on that and spend time reading it. That's amazing. That showed me a lot about the good side of when humans really mean what they say. And for the people who are like really having a hard time, I think there are some people who just don't prefer to read, or there were some people that it was a learning disability situation, just were begging for the audiobook to come out. And I was just like, whoa. The book is out, but now it's like this other thing. There was so much mounting pressure on that, and it didn't come out when I wanted it to, but I didn't care. I just had to press on and press on and press on. And still to this day, no one has said anything to me, but this is good for perfectionists. There's something wrong with the audiobook, and Audible has not fixed it. It is December, and it has been wrong since July when it launched. And they have not fixed it, and I'm really bummed out about it, but no one has noticed. And I'm like, well, I'm just gonna be okay with it, because so many people still, even people that bought the book and read the book, got the audiobook and wanted the audio experience, and like, just wow. feel very grateful for the fact that we have such a strong relationship, that is something that mattered to you. And so even though my struggle is real with Audible perfectionist syndrome, it's okay, because I get these rave reviews and letters of appreciation that, my heart was in it when I recorded that audiobook. That it was easy for my heart to be in it. I read the words on the page because I wrote the words on the page. I meant the words on the page. When your gut tells you that it's what people want because you've been working so hard for them and you know them so well that they tell you and you're right, just go with it. Just run with it. Anyway, so that was a really, really big one. I trusted my gut on that big time. Another big life lesson that I've learned in 2017 is the power of people, not just in the sense I just talked to you about, but in the sense of asking for help. This is something I've always really, really struggled with. If you can't peg my personality, I don't like to ask for help. I've always had a hard time with that. It's just, I can't pinpoint it in terms of a reason or an occurrence. I just don't. I just feel I don't need it. I feel fairly invincible, that I can do everything by myself until I'm encountering a large piece of furniture that's too heavy for me to lift. But other than that, I think I can do everything, so I don't ask for help. And what I've learned this year is that I can't. I need to stop pretending like I can. This year I realized, I was like, no, you cannot do everything and you shouldn't. Not in the sense that I don't ask for people to do tasks for me, but it's like teamwork. It's possible to get something done even better than you ever could have imagined if you just come with a teamwork mentality instead of just I'll do it all myself. I'm learning this with Aftermark, the company I founded with Vincenzo. We have employees, they're moving to Columbus. It's a whole thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's huge. And that's totally a teamwork mentality. And it's awesome to be seeing that and to be really approaching things that way instead of how I've always really done it. But the other part is just being married, which was another thing that happened this year. Getting married and realizing that I have a partner that can help me with everything, and that's exactly what we're supposed to do for each other, is help each other. And it shouldn't even be a question. It's just a thing. You're going to do this and I'm going to do that, because it's us now. It's just us. That's wild to me, because you spend so much time dating in your life and you really feel like you're on your own, and then it's oh, this is what it looks like to have a partner. Vin has taught me a lot about that. And I think he's been brought up in a way where it's a very healthy mentality for him, and he understands it anyway. And it's just a default. Of course I'm going to do that for you. Or of course we're going to do that together. But that's pretty new for me. It really is. My independence is way too far on the scale. Way too far. So yeah, that was a really big one too. I think those are the two big ones. I've learned a lot, but I've also started talking about the things I want to talk about in Best Year Ever, so we'll get to that in another video. But I just wanted you to know sort of mentally what kind of things I had to overcome this year. And those were some things that I don't know that I anticipated and are pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I'd love to hear what your life lessons were for 2017. Was there one really big one that stuck out with you that you really don't want to ignore, that you don't want to forget, that you want to take into the new year and beyond? Please share that. Please share that in the comments below. That's all for today's socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Make sure you subscribe for good vibes, and remember to keep on learning those life lessons so that you can continue to be on this awesome journey of going after the life that you want. Cheers.